Are you still on the fence? What are you waiting for? Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up right away for the Gold VIP membership, where Mark McSee provides you with the latest news, updates, company profiles, economic calendars, so much more. Everything that you need to make an informed decision on how to invest your hard-earned money. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up today.
Uh, 207.80 up. Let's go really low on this one just to give you some room. 207 do. Okay. But if you look at the trend, right, of what's been happening with NVIDIA, if you take your overall trend, it's been to the upside, leading up to, I always talk about this, always leads up to earnings, but typically it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So you've got to be extremely careful.
Yeah, see, and that though is exactly why I like for traders to use Apple, right? Because it isn't that much volatility. You know what I mean? You could have 100 contracts at Apple, but it moved a penny, there's $100. You have 100 contracts at NVIDIA and it moves like that, right? That's 5,000. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Welcome to the Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the Aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the Aftermarket. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, aka Dawn. Yes. Never, ever give up. No matter what happens in the market, you've got to know that there's always a way for you to make a better day. So you gotta keep your head up, man. Gotta keep your head up. There are several reasons why you should click that link that's located at the top of this video. It's pinned to the top. Thank you, Miranda, always for putting the link in there for me. You and Arlo are amazing. But it's called Dream. The American Dream is waiting for you behind that link. If you click AmericanDreamTrading.com, let me tell you what you'll get. You can get a VIP Gold Lifetime membership. Okay, and what I mean by that is we have two VIP memberships. One is the green, which includes one-on-one type style coaching with Coach every morning. It also includes trading view indicators, which basically help you get in and out of trades. And it also includes help desk support. It includes monthly workshop classes. It includes a pre-market crew that will help you learn to trade, millionaires in this group now, from 4 o'clock in the morning on, right? That's the VIP green. If you upgrade to the VIP gold, right, which you have to have the green to even be able to get the gold. The green is $2,500. The gold upgrade is also $2,500. If you get the two of them together, it's $5,000, which you could just go ahead and get the VIP gold complete. That's $5,000. With the gold add-on, you now not only have what I just told you, but you also have weekend trading with our one-on-one moderator, David. You have priority help desk support, and you also have monthly or every other month mastermind classes as well as weekly breakout rooms. We do them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Extra training for the VIP Gold. So if you go ahead now and purchase a VIP lifetime membership, which is the VIP Green, which is $2,500 a year, purchase the lifetime, that's $5,000. That's a no-brainer. For $5,000, you get the VIP Green lifetime, period. No more fees. No $2,500 will be billed to you every year, right? $5,000, you're done. But here's the kicker. If you use that promo code that I showed you in the beginning, right? Summer 1000, Coach will take $1,000 off of that VIP lifetime, and he will throw in the VIP Gold. That's $2,500 additional in savings. So something that would have cost you $8,500 is now only, now only costing $5,000 total, right? Or no, wait a minute. Now I mixed myself up. No, it'll cost $4,000 because it would be $7,500. It'll be $4,000. He's taking $1,000 off the main price of $5,000, making it $4,000, and including the VIP Gold. So $7,500 value that you're getting for $4,000. And why would you do that? Because we are the only interactive stock market education that's on the map. Period. End. With a 30-year stock market veteran. Chad Christian is a 30-year stock market veteran, guys. He teaches us how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in the middle. Okay? We don't chase call-outs over here. That's not what this group is about. We actually learn how to become real traders. So thank you, Coach, for also letting us use your YouTube channel to basically decompress after the market. That's what the aftermarket is all about. It's a stock market lounge for us traders, created by us traders, to kick back, let our hair down, and just talk about our day in the market, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you will get all that training. You'll get to come hang out with us in the pre-market, during the day, all day, because he's got an excellent moderation team where we basically answer questions for people all day long once Coach is no longer in the room. And we support each other. It's people helping people. And then you get to come to the aftermarket and hang out here on the panel with me. So the next link that's in there after you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and sign up is the Restream link. Click the Restream link to join the panel. You can come up here, tell us about your day. We can pull up those trading view indicators that I talked about. That way you can see them and know what the hoopla is all about and see how they work and how awesome they are. And we can pick apart a trade if you want to. If you did well, great. Show us what you did. Help some new people in the group. If you didn't do as well as you'd like, let's pick the trade apart, see where you went wrong so that we can help you journal that so that you won't do it again. And last but not least is yours truly, tip jar. Thank you for the donations that go in that jar because it helps me to keep the lights on, guys. So I appreciate every donation that I get in that jar. And thank you so much for your feedback. You guys have been awesome. I love that you've been loving the show and loving the guests that I've had on here on Mindset Master Mondays. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for watching and continue to watch. You know, and also don't forget, my email is dawn@americandreamtrading.com. I look at those. If you've got suggestions for topics, if you've got people that you would like to hear speak on Mindset Master Monday, send me an email and I'll try to reach out to them and see if it's possible. And I will also take your suggestions on topics for the show. Okay, so let's keep it going. You all help make this show what it is. So thank you. And we have somebody in the backstage. Oh, is that my bud? Hey, James.
Hey, Miss Dawn. How you doing?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
I'm okay.
How you been? I mean, like medically and...
Well, you know, honestly, it's funny that the title is "Don't Give Up" because the only reason I've been here this week is my wife.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said just keep watching and listening, even if I don't trade.
Okay, that was good advice.
So
but
you know, I was just listening and focusing on training for a couple of weeks anyway, and then last Friday, you it's one thing to have a bad trade and to make a mistake,
Yeah.
but to be right in your assessment and lose money, mm-mm,
Mm.
mm-mm. That's infuriating.
Oh my God. Yeah, I get that. I so get that. You have no idea. I so get that. What happened? You want to talk about it?
Tesla.
Okay.
So last Friday, Tesla had ran up 2 days before the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had the holiday, and then Friday morning it ran up pre-market. Okay, I had lines marks, so there's going to be a pullback. They just
Right.
I was anticipating a pullback. How much? How far? How long? No clue. But I was anticipating people collecting some money after the way it had ran up. I was on a 2 minute time frame. I
Mm-hmm.
watched the first candle was a seller's candle. 10 seconds before that candle finished, I clicked buy on two puts at a 320 premium. Next candle was a huge gamma candle. It picked up my order and filled me at 445 as opposed to
Damn.
the 320.
Mm. Wow. Okay.
Had a stop in place at the time, 30%. Put my stop at 310. The third, fourth, fifth candle, the wick pulled back, and just the wick just touched that 310 for a second and closed me out for $3. Lost 290 bucks.
Wow.
So I was
Wow.
right. It pulled back. Still lost money.
Yeah. I
At, at,
damn.
at that point right there, I no, no,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I get it. I get it.
I'm done.
I get it. And the funny thing is that it seems like it's not something that was even within your control because you did all the right things. That right there is the biggest
Well,
thing that will make you want to say to hell with this.
and the one thing I can think of, thinking about it and looking over in it, it was in a red EWO before the
Mm-hmm.
bell opened.
Mm-hmm.
I was still on the 2 minute time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have been on the 1 minute. I I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'd have been on the 1 minute, I would have seen it
Maybe you'd have seen it
before it
sooner.
happened.
Well, I like that, James, because what that says to me is you are, even though you're got a little bit of disgruntledness going on, you're willing to accept responsibility for it and say that there was something that you could have done differently and maybe it would have come out different. Because at the end of the day, the responsibility is on us. Sucks when it
Yeah.
doesn't happen the way you wanted it to. You know what I mean? I totally get it, dude. But yeah, at the end of the day, we're responsible, and you did what you needed to do, man. I wouldn't beat myself up about it. Sometimes that's just the way the wick crumbles, so to speak. Um,
Well, and it's that, and honestly, I didn't. I was more disappointed in myself because I didn't stick to my focus for that week was just listening,
right.
not taking any trades, just. But the setup was just there.
I, hey, I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame. When it's there, you got to run with it. You're a trader. And you see it. You see the setup. So if you have a couple of dollars to be able to capitalize on it, why not? I get that you wanted to watch, but if you see a bona fide setup and it's a no-brainer, you'd be crazy not to at least take a shot on making the money. That's part of what makes you a trader. That's why you do this business, because it's a game of, you got to go for it sometimes, right? So I
Oh
don't blame
yeah,
you. I don't blame you for going for it. The reason why I
but
giggled, go ahead.
Well, I mean, another upsetting part about it was that $290 loss was the 2 weeks of profits from just a couple of shares I was doing here and there previously gone.
Yeah, I
And
get
you
it.
know, I've done better even this week. I've done better just sitting there letting the shares do their thing.
I have too. I have too. I'm going to be transparent with you since you were transparent with me. I've been, killing it, waiting in the weeds, right? And
Oh yeah,
really getting my mind right and getting in and out of trades. I relapsed today. And I've already told my accountability partner Angie about it. And we'll talk through it. It helps to have somebody to talk to that is actually doing it as well, but and who is successful at it. But I talk to Nate all the time. I talk to Ange, and today I was green as green can get. I was in AMD, right? And I waited for the proper setup. I waited to make sure that AMD was going to go where up like we thought it should, because when news happens, sometimes when
oh
it's good,
yeah,
the thing will tank on you. So I was going to wait until I saw something like that happening, maybe getting some puts, but it never did. So I said, okay, don't let too many candles go by. This thing looks like it's going to the upside. So I got in probably within the first 25 minutes of the day. I waited a good 15 minutes. I looked around at some of the smaller stocks, some of the hot stock picks. Didn't like it. I heard Bruno talking about AMD. I never play AMD. So I went in and I looked it up, looked up the chart, heard Coach talking about it. And well, not Coach, but Bruno talking about it. I think it was Bruno and Ted, maybe. But I
yeah.
heard Bruno talking about it. Maybe Mark McSee. And it looked perfect. So I said, you know what? And it's got the news, and it looks like it is going a direction. It seems like it should. I'm going to get in it. I was up close to $300 in profit, and I told Ange, yeah, man, I'm over 200 in profit. She said, take the profit.
And you didn't.
And up until today, I've been taking the profit, James. I've been taking the profit. It was consolidating. I know what that means. And next thing, it's going to get heavy on the vine, and then it's going to drop, usually, right? It went down a little bit, started getting heavy on the vine. I stayed in it. Why did I do that, man? I've been doing so good. Why did I do it? And I'm like, okay, well, look at the news, look at the uptrend. AMD is in an overall uptrend. If it can't be puts because that's going against the grain. So I'm going to stick it. Boom. Next thing, I'm still up $150. Didn't take the green. Up 100. Didn't take the green. Zero. Right? But I had bought the contract one in the money. So I paid $355 for the contract. So the cool thing about being in the money is I was able to stomach all of that and still not be red. When you go way out of the money, that would have eaten my lunch. I would have had nothing. I would have been negative like $200 if I had paid. You know what I mean? I would have been negative probably my whole premium, whatever it would have been. Most likely with me, it probably would have been 100, 150. That's all I was doing at the time. But I've been playing in the money or one out. So it was one out of the money, and I'm like, shit, I'm watching it. As soon as it jumped one in the money, I'm like, damn, now it's one in the money, but I'm going to go ahead and get it anyway. That's even better. At least I know it's in the money already. Well, it started coming back up. Next thing, I'm back up $50. Instead of taking it, I thought this was the run back up. Well, it got choppy as hell from there. It went right back down, lost the 50, lost another 50, and then I got out.
Oh, man.
Went to revenge trade and went to SPY, lost another 30. Because when SPY got heavy on the vine and it started dipping down, I'm like, okay, it's been running up. It already had a dip down, but it's been running up for a while. It's heavy on the vine. Yes, let's do it. I didn't act right with AMD. Let's get it with SPY. Oh, no, let's go up. I'm like, but you were heavy on the vine. You were consolidating, and then you were heavy. It was going into the cloud. What is going on? And I even went back into the whole, they're following my trades, man. They're following that was supposed to go down. Why did it all of a sudden, when I get into it, veer up? So when you said that,
Yeah.
I've been doing so well. And I have nobody to blame but me. Didn't I say that was my problem? I have no problem getting green. The problem was, and I'm going to go back to was, because man, I will never, when I say never do that again, ever. The one time I decide to go against what I know and I've been doing correctly and making money doing it and slip back into my own ways, look what happened. Yeah. Coach, you're right, man. You are the best. You are the best. You teach us, and we've seen you do things. And you said, hey, we're human, right? Yeah, we are. But, oh, God, man. I'm like, what the is wrong with you? You know better. You've been making money not doing that. And not 10 minutes before it started dropping. Take your profits. Normally, I have no problem listening to Ange. I'm like, you know what? She's right. And literally, my hand was on the mouse. I'm looking at it. You know, she's right. You know, she's right. Get the money, get the money, get the money. And normally, I pull it right out. That's been my new norm.
Let's move your stop up.
Dude.
That's been one of my biggest catches on the 2-minute EWO was, you know, it'll get green, and you know, I'll be green 10, 20 bucks, and I'll move my stop up, and I might collect 5.
Right.
And then it'll continue running for another hour, which would have been a couple hours. I always move my stop too soon.
I get it. I get it.
Always. I see the green, and I move my stop up. And you know, you just waited.
In my case, I'm moving it down.
2 more candles. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. So, never move your stops, guys. Never move your stop. And when you set a stop, let that be your that's the reason you set it at the level that you set it. That's your finite. Never move it. Well, I'll give it a little bit more room. Never do that. Because
no, never move it down after you're in the green.
Well, yeah. Well, don't move it, period.
When you get to green to a certain point, move your stop up. Was it coach say 50%?
Yeah.
But then don't move it. Yeah, don't move it back down after that. Because when it starts coming back down towards your stop, don't say, "Oh well, I'll give it a little more room." And
exactly.
Yeah, no, you're just going to lose more.
Yeah. So yeah, that really I hit myself below the belt today. So, you know, and I'm always transparent. Never give up. It was never in my mind to give up. But today I was like, wow, man, this would be if I was the type of person to just say the hell with it. I just can't do it. But I've had so much success doing it the right way recently. So I know that this was a fluke. I know for sure. And if I'd ever had confirmation, this is definitely the confirmation. Look, the one time it could have let me have it, right? No, it didn't. The market showed me, it humbled me today and let me know, no, you had it right when you were taking the green. You don't believe, let me prove it to you again. Do I have to do this to you again for you to understand this? Okay, will do. Give me that. And that's exactly what it did. So I had control over that. You know, when we're saying we're losing, we have control over that. All I had to do was get out of the trade when I was still in the profit. So that's all on me. So I am disappointed in me, not the market. The market gave me money. I chose to give it back. So it's hard. You went through the same type of loss, and you know, I could definitely have used that extra $250 in my account this week. You know, I've got bills just like everybody else. That would have helped me pay bills. So it's not a thing of where it's, well, oh, woe is me, I can't do anything about it. I just can't do that. No, you can do it, but you got to make sure you're following the rules. Today I didn't follow the rules, and look what happened. And we are human. We see things and we still have a little bit of that hopium in us that, oh, well, AMD's got such great news it's going to turn around. No hopium. No, Coach talked about that earlier. No hopium, you know? So anybody else got a story they want to come up and talk to us about today? Let me see who's down there in the chat.
And yes, to answer, I saw a question in the chat earlier about the real-time data. I do have real-time data. It was just a bad fill on the buy and bad fill on the sell. It happens.
Hey, Brandon, he's got Aftermarket Show. Artelon, how are you? Hey, hi. We got James L up here on the panel with us. We got Ange down there. So yeah, Ange, that's what happened. Craziness. Joey, what's up, Joey Joe? I see you down there. Viking, hey Viking, welcome. Eric H, how are you? Eric H, you know, you remind me of who do you sound like? I think it's either Palm Coast. It's somebody or it might be Richard. Somebody that your voice reminds me of. It sounds very similar to somebody else in the group. But welcome. It's so awesome to hear your voice. I always see you comment on stuff and everything, but it's Joe Pink. What's going on, bro? Mike C, Special K. What's going on with the initials down there? Mike C and Special K. QE, what's going on, QE? Mustang Chris, what's happening? Mustang Chris, have a good one, man. I know you identify with me right now. P. Jolie, what's up? Chris, I started to call you Chuck D, Chris D, from Public Enemy, Public Enemy. Chris D is in the house. KB, what's going on? DJ Vinny, Arlo's down there. Unhappily Housewife, welcome, baby girl. Guy Brown, hey, Guy. We've got Harem down there. Welcome. Bubbles, hey, baby. Ron C is down there. Eminem is down there. Carolyn, Chicken Nugget. Chicken Wraps. What's up, Chicken Wraps? Harm again. We got Rosie. What's up, Rosie? Does he pay for real? Oh, yeah. So I just saw that. Marisol. What's up, Marisol? How are you? Jay Waffle. What's going on, bro? Ron G is down there. Welcome, Ron G. Eric said I was green today and gave it all away and then some. Also, Dawn, you feel my pain. I know. Oh man, it's like we gotta, but you know what? Here's the thing. I'm not gonna own that because that is no longer my norm. I have not been doing that. And just to dip my foot back in that pond again, I'm like, and sitting in it, waiting for it to go back up. I'm like, every time it dipped back down, I was like, you deserve this. You had all the money right there. And all you had to do was take it. You deserve every time it dips and your stomach stinks. You deserve this because you should be already out of this trade and off with the rest of your day. Instead, you're chasing this dream. So you deserve this. Didn't you get tired of this last month? That's why you haven't been doing it. It's been blissful, right? Then why are you putting yourself back through this? I was beating myself up today, James. Like bad. Crazy. Bucko 504, what's going on? Simply the best, better than all the rest, Joey Joe. What's up, baby? Uh-oh. No. I'm not letting you in. No. I'm not letting you in. I'm scared. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. You know who it is, right, James L? Oh, man. All right.
Sorry, I was muted.
Hey.
Dawn.
Oh, man, what?
I'm not delivering no more government cheese to you.
I did not want it. Nate, why did I do it, Nate?
I am shocked.
I was doing so well, Nate. I was doing so well, brother. $250, Nate. Why didn't I take that money, man?
I don't know.
I was over that hump, Nate.
Yep.
I was over that hump. And it's like, what did I want to happen? Like, what was I looking for? Like another $100 or something? Another Apple day? It's like, listen, when it consolidates, get the hell out of there. I know that. I've been doing that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And I really think you got in AMD too early.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I didn't get in till almost 10 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, I got in probably 5-6 minutes to 10. Because I just didn't see. I wanted to make sure that thing was going to head the way it was heading. So I did not play with those couple of candles that went green going up because sometimes them things, when they have news, it acts negatively to the news instead of positive. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I said that. Yeah. I'm looking to see what time I got in.
Yeah. So I didn't want to take no chance. None at all. Yep. None at all. So yeah. Sometimes you have to wait a little longer, you know?
Yeah, it was a no, what am I doing here? Call,
Yeah.
182 call. And I got that at 9:52.
Okay.
9:52.
Yeah.
So that's what I said earlier. I did wait because I was waiting for what you were waiting for. I was waiting for it to go the other way. So see, this is the problem. I had a good entry. I was in the money, $200, damn near $300. The problem was I didn't take the goddamn green. You feel me? I got in a good spot. I waited, but I didn't take the damn green. You know? I'm telling Angie, hey, I'm up over $200. Yeah, woo. She was like, take your profit. And I'm like, yeah, but this thing, I'm thinking this thing got more to go though. Look at this thing. This is rolling. They talking about 187 and it was stupid.
I did 50 something contracts. And I knew that I was gonna make a short run at it though. I knew it was gonna be a short run. So what I did was, after I got out of it and it did a breathe back, I took my money and then I stayed in it with shares. I bought I think 500 or 600 shares.
Okay.
So I made another probably $2,000 on the shares, somewhere around in there. Yeah.
Nice.
So when I trade, I don't like trading them options for long periods of time because I don't trust them options like that. So when I make my money, Dawn, I take it. I don't care how fast it's running up. I get my profit and get the heck on out of there.
Yeah, you do.
And call it another day.
Yeah, I would have had that money. It topped out at, it couldn't have been what, about 10:30, quarter of.
Yep.
So I would have only been in it like a half an hour. So I would have been done way before 12 o'clock. But because I chose to relapse, you know, I ended up suffering once again. And I thought I was way past that. And I am way past that mentally. I knew better than that.
Yeah. And I understand why, why you stay in them so long, because you trading smaller contracts.
I had one contract.
Yeah, well, see, with me, I only have to be in there for minutes to make that kind of money. So that's the reason why I trade like that, because I don't have to stay in there all day. And I'm not gonna stay in. You know what? I'm not gonna stay in there all day. I don't care what's going on with it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it'll live to tell another day. I actually think it's gonna run. It's gonna run again tomorrow. I really do.
Yeah, I do
Yep.
too. It ended the day well.
Yep. I think it's gonna do the same thing tomorrow. Kind of like Tesla, what Tesla did. I think it's gonna do the same thing. Yeah. But yeah, I would have took that green. I would have took it and been happy
Yeah.
and dance on down the road.
Yeah. I don't know what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
The cows to come home. But yeah, I tell you what, it's even more bitter that I've tasted the fruits of success doing it the right way, and then dipping back into that mindset and allowing it to take me away again, right?
Right.
So I think that, where you always tell me that it's going to take a loss. It's one day you're going to have a loss that's just going to take you over the edge. And I
Yep.
think that might have been it. You know what I mean? I was so and am still so disappointed in myself because I really thought I had moved past that point. And don't get me wrong, we're going to have losing trades, but not losing trades like that. That was just stupidity right there. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
don't. Yeah, but think about it. What would have happened if you would have been in there for 3 to 5 contracts? You'd have probably made more money than you ever made on an option,
Yeah.
and you would have had to been tested the same way, and you would have just lost it. You would have lost it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Maybe.
got yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. With that much money, I don't think so.
No. Green
Because
would have
think about it.
Green would have
No,
kicked in. Yeah.
well, here's the thing. You had it right when you said that I was trying to squeeze as much as I could out of it because I had one contract. You
Right.
know, that I would play differently if I had more. I know it sounds like I wouldn't, but I see what happens with larger amounts of contracts because remember I kind of dipped my toe in that and had 100 shares of SPY one time and 100 contracts so I've kind of played around with that and I see how fast it takes to lose that many that much money with that level of contracts. So I wouldn't be in it but a second. I only got that many that time to get in it for a second, and it turns out it went against me just that quickly and I got right back out. So if I
Right.
had more money to play with, no, I wouldn't play that way. That would just be crazy. But you do have a different mindset when you can only do one kind. You kind of got to make it work and get as much as you can out of it. And when I saw that had topped out, like Coach said, it did something different. It was no longer stair stepping up. It did something different. It went sideways. That was my cue
Yeah.
right there to get out of it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
Well, like I say, it's something about when you trading, cause we got traders in here that don't. They just trading to be trading. They don't. They got a job or whatever, and that's what pay their bills. But if you living off your trade money, it causes you to trade a little bit different. It really does, cause it
yeah,
it messes with your mind mentally. So
yeah,
but it's okay. I mean, at least you didn't take a loss. I mean, just a devastating loss on it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, bro. You talking about theory money? You talking about money you had but you didn't get? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
So
yeah, I did. I ended up taking a $50 loss on it though. You know.
yeah, but it could have been worse. You could have took a three
You
hundred
know,
dollar
you
loss.
know me, right? That could have
Yeah,
easily been $200 or something like that. You know what I mean?
that's right.
So yeah, I when it got to that and it went back up and I was plus 50 and then it went down again and then I was negative 50. I was like, okay, that's it. It's not doing what you think you want it to do. So get a clue, rip off the band-aid right now while it's only $50 and get the hell out of it. And that's what
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you, these trades they are very short lived.
yeah. Well,
So
you
you
guys were
gotta.
talking about that this morning, how trading is changing, and you
Yeah,
need to get it within that short amount and learn how to get it within that short amount of time and be happy with that because it's not
yeah,
the day of the all day trade is gone, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. It just is. I mean,
Yeah,
it just don't. Sometimes it just don't make economical sense for you to be in there all day and you walk away with $200 and you done been in there all day in a trade. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it is what it is.
Just
Yeah.
gonna keep moving forward and chalk that up, put that in the journal.
Yeah. That's what you need to
And just make sure I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Period. I don't care if it's $50. If it's start consolidating, I'm out of it.
Hey, do what you got to do, because remember now, you ain't got but one shot. You in one contract.
Right.
So, your shot is very limited. So take what you can take and call it a day.
Yeah, because I'm not going out of the money anymore. I've changed that. I've been doing
Right.
in the either one in or one out.
Right.
And I went one in, you know what I mean? So that 355, you know what I mean? That was pretty much all I had. I think I had $100 left over in buying power. And I'm like, well, if something happens with that, I'm not even going to need that 100 because I'm good with this. I'm making money.
Well,
And
just keep in mind, if you adding $50 a day to your account, that's a good deal, okay? Because when you trading with limited funds, you actually one day from blowing your account up. I'm just telling you, just one day from just blowing your account up. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. It's a hard pill. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it is so true. It is so true.
It's like I feel like it's a car and it's an engine. It's forever. It was then it started running. Okay, I'm chugging down the road. Yeah, I'm chugging down the road. Then all of a sudden, bam! You know what I mean? I'm like, shit. Why did I do that? That was a whole mental thing that happened. And Ange, girl, man, you said take the damn profit. What the hell is wrong, man?
Yeah.
She said it. She said take your profit.
Greed makes you do that. Greed makes you do that. Yeah.
And you knew exactly what was the cause. Like you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like, are we gonna hit 5 again today? Come on. Thinking about the Apple trade. The Apple trade is gone. Yeah. The Tesla trades of last week are gone, forgotten. This is AMD now in this moment. Take the green. It's 250. Be happy with that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, damn. A lot of people in that room would have been happy with $250, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just take it. I keep telling you, take it. Come back, trade another day. Build your account up. Build it up, and then you can take 3 and 4 and 5 contracts. But you got to take them small trades that add up to big trades later. That's all. Yeah. That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah. Just get back on the horse tomorrow and don't let him buck you off twice.
Nope. No. It's like tomorrow can't come fast enough.
No. You need it to come slow.
Yeah, man. It can't come fast enough. And it's like, here's the thing. I just want to make sure that I do everything right tomorrow. Everything right. And that includes not trading at all.
Yeah.
That's also one of the choices. If I don't see a setup, if things aren't right, I'm not jumping in as bad as I might want to. This is, see, you guys are witnessing the mental toughness that you need to develop to stay in this game. Shit happens to you, James. Shit's going to happen. But you got to be resilient and be like, look, I know what I need to do right. I did it wrong today. It's not going to happen again. And just keep doing it the right way. Keep doing it the right way. You slip sometimes. Coach slips. Everybody slips. I've heard you slip. It's like, no, tomorrow's a new day. We're not going to do the slippage no more. Okay? No more slippage.
I slipped yesterday, remember?
Yeah.
And Dawn, I'm going to tell you, when I slipped yesterday, when I went up today, I made 11 grand today. I said, you bastard, take that. And I walked away. My wife looked at me. She said, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "I'm talking to the computer." I said, "You bastard, take that," and I shut it down.
That is awesome. That's gonna be me tomorrow. Watch. I'm gonna be like, booyah! Now. Thought I was gonna try to say it again, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. I can see it. I can already taste it, Ange. Wow, way to go, Nate. Oh man. Oh man, that's just crazy. How'd you do today, Ange?
Ted was here first.
Who?
No, go ahead.
Oh, hey! I'm just letting people in. I couldn't even see who I was letting. Hey, Ted.
Hello.
What's up with you? How are you?
So you literally just let anybody in here.
I do.
Pretty much.
I do. Oh man, because I hear the noise go off, and all I do is just go over, let in, go over, let in. I don't look at the name sometimes. You know what I mean? Or the face. I just let in because I don't want anybody sitting back there too long. How'd you do today, Ted?
I did great.
I know. I heard. I was listening. We were both in AMD making money at the same time, except you did the right thing. Man,
yeah,
I love hearing you talk.
trade.
I love hearing you talk through trades, especially when I'm in it making money. It's like, hey, everybody, how'd you do today? Oh, right. I remember when you came in because at that point I was starting to lose. And I'm like, shut up, Ted. Oh, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I was mad at myself. I wasn't mad at you.
We live in a world of abundance. Remember that.
Yeah, we do.
We all
Yeah,
can
we
do
do.
it.
Yeah.
And I've got Nate to thank. I mean, he's given me the courage to double
Go
down and
big.
go big. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a game changer. I've just got to make sure that it doesn't bite me in the butt. But so far so good.
Yeah, it won't because you're a smart player. 25K, didn't you?
29.
Oh, it went up another 4. Because I remember you telling Nate, you're like, I did 25. So wow, nice job,
I
man.
had a good run up on CrowdStrike. I bought them on the dip.
Okay. That's the only way to buy. The only way to buy.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's exhausting. At the end of the day, we're wiped out, right? But
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
But I live for it. I live for what we do, you know. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. You know, I cannot say everything. I always equate everything to trading because everything is trading when you think about it. I mean, a lot of situations in life, you could literally put a trading scenario, and it would mean the same thing. You know what I mean? And you guys know what I mean when I say that. Anything. We were joking about it with Christina. It's like, did you put a stop in when we were talking about her dealing with her boyfriend or whatever? You know what I mean? It's like you can equate every trading scenario to something in life. So when you're a trader, you start just thinking in terms of trades, don't you? I mean, am I nuts or what?
No, you're not nuts. That's so what's interesting is following coach's rules, right? We talk about that all the time. And you know, it was funny because somebody I think is going to come back into the room tomorrow, and he said, "Well, I wasn't doing so well, and can you take a look at the trades?" And I asked him, and I think everybody should ask this question. Do you know why the trade went bad? And the thing is, if you've studied coach's rules, you don't need a moderator, you don't need coach. You absolutely know the reason why the trade went bad.
Yeah.
I'm convinced of it. And so whenever somebody asks for help, I try to ask that question because if I tell them, that's one thing. But if they can tell themselves, if they can get in the habit of telling themselves where they went wrong, that's going to be, I think, a huge key for success. And looking at, what the topic of today is, it's perseverance, right? It's don't give
Absolutely.
up. But I think a flip side to that is don't make stupid mistakes that makes you want to give up.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty
And
much.
I hate to be so harsh, but if somebody, if anybody at the end of the day feels like they were punched in the stomach because they lost so much money, then you violated coach's rules. I don't even need to know what the situation was. Right.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a point where you're pushed to the breaking point of wanting to give up, then you're doing something wrong and you should do a reassessment. Whether that's going into paper trade, coach says if you have two bad trading days in a row, and by the way, you're not supposed to lose more than 3% of your account. Very important point. Then you should go into paper trading. You should take a timeout. And coach says, at least a couple of weeks. Nobody here should panic if they lost 6% of their account, right? That's not the end of the world. And that's the reason why coach says when you're going into these trades, make sure your stops are set in such a way that you're not losing more than 3% of your account. And then if it does stop out for whatever reason, you at least have the satisfaction of knowing that you only lost 3%. At that point, you're done for the day, right? You don't go back in a revenge trade, right? We should have a group of people called the Revengers. The people that trade out of revenge are more likely to make mistakes. And by the way, to Nate's point, the action, there's a reason why coach likes to trade in the morning. That's when the volume is at its highest. So a lot of people are like, wow, AMD went to the moon or whatever they say. It did it because there's a lot of momentum behind it. And yes, it will come back down. And yes, there could be another ride up, but it's going to be a slower ride. It's not going to be like it was first thing in the morning because you don't have as much volume. It's sheer math. So even at the end of the day, they had a nice run up. I love that run up at the end of the day. I bought shares, and I think Nate did as well. But it wasn't going to go to the new high of day, that late in the day. It was going to be contended, and it did. But I mean, so the revenge trades puts you in this position where you're doing unnatural acts. You're insisting, you're deluding yourself into thinking this time it will be different or whatever. And so don't do that. Don't revenge trade. And get the emotions out of it. Don't feel really cocky or feel like emotionally charged when you win, and don't feel emotionally charged when you lose by a small amount. Get the emotions out of the game. It's pretty much you're in, you're out, you're done. You're not there. What do you say, Nate? You're not there to cook a cake.
That's right.
But what I like about you, Nate, is that you have put in some big numbers, and yes, you're expressing positivity that you made those numbers, but you're not over the top. This is working in the coal mine for you, right?
That's right.
This is what we do.
Right.
We're just there to do this job, and when you're working in the coal mine and you're going downtown, you find some gold along the way. That's awesome, and that's it. Don't make the trade into more than it is. It's a way to make money. It doesn't define you. Your losses don't define you, and your wins don't define you. Just keep at it, man. Anyway, Ange, how was your day? As I pass the baton over. Sorry, Don.
No, you're good.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, I did well today again, of course. I went back to the basics though too. I got what I needed out of the market right away this morning. And then I switched gears and I went back to doing what I learned at the very beginning, small position sizes, because I'm teaching myself how to trade on my phone now too. And so, even though like I'm able to do larger position sizes on my computer, it is very different on my phone. So I went back to the basics, and I am slowly but surely getting it down, so that I can be successful on another device as well. Now, I do know how to get out of a trade, so I know how to do that on multiple ways in case one fails me. So I can do that already, but initiating and exiting and doing all the things on my phone is important for when I have to travel. So yeah, so that's where I'm at today. I literally went back to the basics, and I'm pooped.
Long
It's,
day.
it's so mentally exhausting, isn't it?
It is, but I need to do it, right? So for me to be successful for myself, I need to be able to execute on any device at any time in any circumstance. So I need to teach myself to do that. So yeah, like I said, I did what I needed to on the platform that I'm familiar, and got what I needed done, and then I switched gears. So it was a good day, but I am, like I said, exhausted.
Well, good for you. At least you're going to be well-rounded now, and you're not chained to the desk. So if you need to go out, or if you're on vacation and you feel like you want to make some money, you can do it on your laptop, or now do it on your phone,
Exactly. Yeah, it's so much different. I mean, I have a pretty nice setup here at home. And so it's, I'm kind of spoiled here.
Yeah.
So being able to do it just on one screen or just on my laptop is an adjustment, and then being able to do it on my phone is an even bigger one. And then I'll do the same thing with my iPad too, just so that I have that as well here in the future. But yeah, now is as good as time as any before I know what's coming. Like, as I continue to grow here and I continue to get more confident in my trades daily and what I'm learning in my mechanics and things like that. So now is a good time for me to be diligent in those areas, I feel like, and stuff. And now that, Jeremy's been watching YouTube, and he's been paying attention to the things that he's learning on the American Dream channel, so he's doing it on his phone as well. So he was sending me screenshots early this morning, showing me, hey, I did this, or hey, this sucked, and things like that. So he's doing his thing too, but I can't help him if I don't know how to use it on my phone. I can't tell him, hey, I don't know. He sent me one early this morning. I'm like, I have no idea. I'm like, well, maybe I better learn, because I can do it on the computer. Maybe it's time, that I learn that too and stuff. But
that was smart. That's smart. You expanded your ability to trade anywhere at this point. So yeah, that's good. And then that way, if he gets caught up in something, you can help him with the mechanics of it. And yeah, that's good. Way to go.
Yeah, we'll see how patient he is. In reality though, and I told him this in the beginning when I first started, I told him right from the get-go, he would probably be better at this than myself.
Yeah.
And I say that because he has an eye for things that are way more detailed than I do. Now I can study and train to get to that point, but he just seems like he has a knack for it. That's a skill that just some people have. And so I'll be curious to see how ticked off he gets when something doesn't go his way. Like, he'll need to learn how to control his emotions just like we do, and he'll have to go through all the ebbs and flows of all the different things that we go through on a regular basis, and learn how to have control and self-control and all those things. So it'll be interesting, but it'll be interesting to see what he can do if he puts the time in. You can, like we say all the time, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. So it's up to him. I'm not going to pull his leg and, drag him around and tell him he should or shouldn't. He's got to want it, so
Yeah.
it's up to him.
Well, and you may find, I mean, here's the thing, it's personality driven. I don't think it's just, look, if you think he's going to be better than you, then that's high praise, right? Because you're doing really well, you're killing it. And I think one of the reasons why you might be killing it is I'm sensing that you have a good discipline about following the rules, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Jeremy's your husband, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Jeremy's take is, but I think we're finding a lot of women do very well at American Dream Trading because they do have the discipline, and there isn't this kind of machismo that sometimes men exhibit, that some's good, more's better, right? And they dig themselves into a hole. So God gives everybody gifts, and it's certainly obvious that he's given you some gifts that make you an exceptional trader. And if Jeremy can one up you, then you got a winning team. I mean, you already have a winning team, right? It's so great that you guys are talking with each other, that you're sharing information. But I've seen it here on ADT. The husband and wife combos, they're great sounding boards. You talk about an accountability partner. There's none better than your spouse. So good on you.
I know his competitive nature too, so it could get interesting, right? Like I know how him and I work. I mean, we've known each other since we were 16. So
that's so great.
We've grown up together. So I was thinking about it earlier today, as he was, I don't know, he was doing stuff with the hot stocks or whatever. And I was sitting here while I was doing some reporting early this morning. I'm like, God, could I imagine what it would be like if him and I put a challenge for each other to see what we could do? Once we're both really good at what we're doing, right? And we both are successful in all the rules and, all the avenues, mechanics, rules, day-to-day, whatever. I'm like, that could actually be really fun.
Yeah, not to mention lucrative.
And it's like, well, then it's kind of like a game, right? Like he's a gamer. He likes to play video games and stuff. It's not my jam. I like to go to sleep at night. I enjoy the few hours of rest I get a day.
I like to go to sleep at all hours of the day.
Someday I'd like to nap. Someday I might want to try napping. I don't know what that's like, but
yeah,
I've never been a napper, but maybe I'll put that on my bucket list of things to achieve.
Nap time.
Take a nap, walk the dog midday. I don't know, and stuff. But yeah, no. So I think of I think of the bigger picture, and I've always been a big picture person. That's the difference between him and I, is he's very in the now, and I have to work very hard to be in the now. So I have to be very disciplined in that. But I can sit back and I can think about big picture and be a planner for that. When I know that there is an execution that can get there, I can sit in that and I can plan, as long as I don't get too far ahead of myself. That's a trap in itself. So it's kind of fun. So it'll be fun to see, because if he can do what I think he can do with the right training and putting in the right amount of time that's necessary, I smell some competition and I love it. Right? Like that's I would awesome. Watch, somebody in my family is probably watching this right now. I can't wait to go sit at a dinner table and them have no idea. That's the beauty of
it. Right? That is awesome. I see the same thing for me and Jen. I know she would be good at it. You know what I mean? It's just, we're in a situation where it's a little bit different for us financially. So she's, got to work and she doesn't have the time to put into it. But I know when she does have the time to put into it, she's going to be good. She's just like, she's that type. She's a poker player. So she's kind of got the gambling mentality, but she does it logically. It's not like she's just this all or nothing type of person. That's really more me. So she'll offset me really well. And she is the voice of reason. A lot of times she'll walk in and she'll know I'm in a trade and she's like, where are you in that? And she's like, did you take it? You know what I mean? So I'm like, no. She's like, well, go ahead and take it. Don't let it go. So I know when she says things like that, I'm like, see, she's gonna be better at this than I am earlier. You know what I mean? So I gotta go get good now before she gets in the room. You know what I mean? Because we're competitive too. We have that little, because both of us are ex-athletes. We both played sports in school. So it's like, we have that competitive thing going on. But it's a healthy competition. So it'll be fun. But
yeah, that's great. Like I'm not like incredibly, I just totally lost my train of thought. Competitive. I'm not incredibly competitive. However, if I am confident that I know what the hell I'm doing, watch out. Watch out. Yeah. But no, I think it'll be fun. Like I think like most things, there's always hesitation, in the beginning. He knew I wanted to get and find something that was going to fill my cup and fill some time. He knows that I'm going through some struggles, with my family. My kids are growing up and leaving me, and I've been a mom since I was a teenager. So, those things all play a big factor in me trying to figure out what's next for me. Because my older kids don't need me as much as they used to and stuff. And while I'm very grateful that I have a good relationship with my kids and we're growing up together still, there's that void there that it's like, well, crap, I got to find something that's exciting, that brings me purpose, purpose for me, right? Not anything really more than that, but man, what a group to stumble upon, to find that and be able to like grow with all of you and see everybody's achievements over the months. Like I've been here long enough now where like I'm hearing people pop back in that were here in January, February and stuff, that were in here then, going through some struggles, and now they are like on an awesome path. People that have come and gone and then come back again, that's awesome. And then just to be able to grow with all the moderators too, like y'all feel like family. Like I feel like I know all of you like on a personal level.
And we've all been, a lot of us have been here over a year or two together. Wait till you've been in here even that long. It's like,
it's just crazy.
It is a family.
Like, I mean, I was doing something this weekend and I was thinking about one of the moderators who's having a tough time and stuff. And I'm like, damn it. I'm like, I have no way of contacting this person to tell her that I'm thinking of her, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what, that's okay, because I can tell them the next time I see them in the Zoom, like I can do that and that's okay. And then you just become part of everybody's story, and you want to see the evolution continue, and the new people that come in here, it's so exciting and stuff. It's truly
really
one of my most favorite parts of being a part of the group is just seeing the evolution, and then how much it's grown. My God.
Tremendously.
Holy cow. It's just amazing to be a part of it.
It's funny because I think we learned coaches tells, right? And let me back up a second. Don, when coach says, hey, what's your Discord number, right? Or what's your Discord?
Yeah.
That's usually a sign that something's going to happen, right?
I'll never forget the first time I heard it, and it was for me.
And when you hear it, it's off. Many times it's a very emotional experience because he's basically telegraphing that he's about to change somebody's world. Today, when he called you out, I see that is a tell that you really do have the potential to be a moderator someday if you desire it, because he does definitely he's noticed you and he's calling you out, and you represent, even though you can't be here full time, you represent a lot of what the spirit of ADT is all about.
Agreed.
So when he talked to you today and he brought it up to the rest of the team, I could sense that it may not happen right away, but in the back of his mind, I think he's kind of making notes.
Oh yeah, he's definitely pointed it out before in weeks past and stuff. And you know what? That's incredible, right? Like, I think, when I came in here, I just wanted something to do, and I never in a million years thought it could be where it is today. Where is it going to be in 3 months? Where is the growth within the group going to be in 6 months? It's just incredible, and Coach is amazing. Like talk about being able to relate to somebody on such a level and then share the same purpose, right? People helping people. Man, if that just doesn't tug at your heartstrings, I'm not entirely sure what does. And it just falls right along with my character and who I am as a person. So wanting to give back to every single person within the group is amazing. And I love that. So yeah.
Yeah, he's walking the walk, right?
Yes, for sure.
He's walking the walk. He gives
absolutely
charity,
it's
and
not all talk.
It reminds us all that as we get good fortune, and somebody says, "Hey, throw a tip into Bruno's tip jar." Yeah, why not? Why not spread the love?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Speaking of which, Dawn's tip jar is open. Host tip jar. See how I did that, Dawn?
I do. I see that segue. I like that. Eric, what's going on? Is he in here? I thought I let him in. Who did I let in?
Eric was in here.
I know. I thought I saw him in here.
He's been in and out a couple times. I think he's having technical issues.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see him back in the backstage. I know I let him in once or twice. Yeah.
So how's the cheese delivery business, Nate?
Is he still in?
He's still on here, but he's checked out, I guess.
I'm gonna step out, guys. You guys all have a great night. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Yeah, you too, darling. Thank you for all your insights and transparency and sharing with us.
You bet.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Ange.
Oh, Jeremy, we said hey.
Oh, do you like my ringtone? Listen. It starts off like a normal ringtone and changes.
I like that. Wait a minute, do that again. Oh, you can you make it do
Hey, Matt, call me right back. Okay, my son's going to call me right back.
Okay. Because the beginning of that sounded just like the old, I used to have that ringtone. And then I've got headset on so I can hear the bass in it and everything. Does he know to call you right back?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
He might think you're on the phone with somebody or something.
All right. I sent a text.
Oh, man. So, yeah. And luckily today, it wasn't a big loss day. It was more of an ego thing because I didn't do what I knew I should be doing, which was take the green when I was up. Did he call?
All right, in the house on the floor, go put your shorts back on. In the house on the floor in your bedroom, go put your shorts back on.
So yeah, Ted, did you hear my whole story? What I did?
What'd you do
today?
Oh, in terms of your trade on AMD?
Yeah.
Yeah. Timing's everything, right?
It is. I should have taken the green, man. I was at the top and ended up losing $50. But still, you know, it does really cement in place that coach's rules are you have to follow them. You just have to. And you're going to come out on top every time if you do, you know. So
What's the lesson learned?
the lesson learned is to follow the rules.
How many contracts were you playing?
One. I only had one.
Oh, okay.
But it was one in the money. You know, I paid $355 for it, and I was up almost close to $300, like $270. And when it started consolidating, and I had typed to Ange, I'm well over $200 right now. And she was like, take the profit.
Oh, hold on a second. I changed the volume and it wouldn't do it. Are you there? Can you call me right back?
He said, "Are you okay?" I heard him say, "Are you okay?" He might think somebody's trying to rip you off or something.
So
they won't let me talk to you.
I'm so gosh darn proud of this ringtone.
That is really cool.
Hold on a second.
He's like, "Are you okay?" I love that.
Okay, I gotta take this call. Love you guys.
Man. Love you, Ted. Have a good one. Oh man, what time are we at, James? 6:22. Yeah, it's about that time. Thank you guys for sharing and being so transparent and sharing your stories, your hopes, your dreams, your likes, your dislikes, what you did in your trades, and allowing me to do the same with you. That's why we have this platform. That's what Coach allows us to do. And hopefully he doesn't beat me up too bad tomorrow for what I did, if he even mentions it. But you should know that I journaled it, and I've journaled it here, and in my journal, and it's just not acceptable. So we're going to move on from it for now. This has been my 5 minutes of bitching about it. Those of you that are down in the chat, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Everybody is amazing. James, thank you for coming up and hanging out with me and being transparent, brother. And yes, do not give up. I know that was frustrating for you as well. Don't give up, man. Just keep it moving. Maybe continue to watch for a little bit. And if you see a setup, don't let what happened today deter you from getting in that setup when you know it's the right thing. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I love you, man. And everybody have a good night. I'm going to end with Coach's rules as I normally do. Let me find them here. Coach's rules. Where are you? There you are. And with that being said, peace and blessings, everybody. And I will see all of you pre-marketers at 4 mañana.
Yeah. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while, you get the home runs. But that comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. All right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you
a stock market trader and not just another call out chaser.